If your confidence disappears the moment someone challenges you, it was never confidence. It was comfort. Comfort exists when everything goes your way. Confidence exists when it doesn't. There's a version of you that feels strong when you're praised, and there's another version of you that remains steady when you're questioned, doubted, or ignored. Only one of them is dangerous. Dangerous confidence is not loud. It doesn't dominate conversations. It doesn't seek attention. It stands, unmoved, unshaken. It's the kind of presence that makes people listen without you raising your voice. The kind that doesn't crumble under pressure. The kind that doesn't rush to defend itself because it doesn't need to. You've probably felt the opposite before. That tightness in your chest when someone disagrees with you. That sudden urge to explain yourself more than necessary. That impulse to soften your tone so you don't offend anyone. That reflex to replay conversations in your head afterward. That's not weakness. That's untrained confidence. Confidence is not a personality trait. It's not something you're born with. It's not reserved for extroverts, leaders, or naturally charismatic people. It is a trained response to pressure. And without training, pressure will expose you. Dangerous confidence is built on 4 foundations: self-control, emotional discipline, detachment from approval, and internal standards that don't fluctuate with opinion. When those are strong, your presence changes. You stop scanning the room for validation. You stop speaking faster when you feel nervous. You stop apologizing for taking up space. You stop over-explaining your decisions. You become steady, and steadiness is power. Think about the most intimidating person you've ever met. Not aggressive, not loud, not arrogant, just grounded. Their movements were slow, their voice was controlled, their reactions were minimal. They didn't rush, they didn't chase approval, they didn't need to prove anything. That's dangerous confidence. Not because it threatens people, but because it cannot be manipulated. Manipulation only works on those who need something. Approval, validation, acceptance, praise. When you don't need those things to feel secure, you become difficult to destabilize. And that changes everything. In the next 60 minutes, we're going to build this step by step. You'll learn how to detach from approval without becoming cold. Control your body language so your presence speaks before you do. Slow down your voice to command attention. Stop over-explaining and start speaking with precision. Stay calm when challenged. Detach from outcomes so rejection doesn't shake you. Raise your internal standards so your confidence isn't fragile. And train this daily until it becomes part of your identity. This is not about arrogance. It's not about dominance. It's not about pretending to be fearless. It's about becoming stable. Because stability under pressure is what people respect. When your emotions don't spike easily, when your tone doesn't tremble, when your posture doesn't shrink, when your words don't rush, you signal certainty. And certainty is magnetic. By the end of this video, you won't just understand confidence. You'll know exactly how to build it. Not the loud kind, not the performative kind, not the social media version. The dangerous kind. The kind that doesn't disappear when someone looks you in the eye and says, "I disagree." The kind that stays calm when tension rises. The kind that makes people think twice before trying to test you. You don't need to be louder. You don't need to be more charismatic. You don't need to change your personality. You need to train your nervous system to remain steady. That's what we're going to do. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Kill the need for approval. The moment you start adjusting yourself to be liked, your confidence weakens. Not visibly, not immediately, but internally. Approval feels harmless, it feels social, it feels normal, yet it quietly controls your behavior. Notice what happens in subtle moments. You're about to share an opinion in a meeting. Halfway through the sentence, you soften your tone. You add unnecessary qualifiers. Maybe I'm wrong, but this might be stupid, but I don't know if this makes sense. Those phrases are not humility. They are shields. Shields against rejection, shields against disagreement, shields against discomfort, and every shield you raise tells your nervous system one thing: this situation is dangerous. Protect yourself. But here's the truth. Disagreement is not danger. Silence is not rejection. Someone not smiling is not disapproval. Your mind interprets social tension as threat because it's wired for belonging. For thousands of years, exclusion meant survival risk. Today, exclusion means discomfort, yet your body reacts as if your life depends on acceptance. That reaction is what erodes confidence. Dangerous confidence begins the moment approval stops being necessary for stability. Not that you stop caring entirely, but that your emotional state is no longer dictated by reaction. Imagine speaking in a room and finishing your sentence without scanning faces. No searching for nods, no quick glance for approval, no micro-adjustment based on expression. You say it, you let it land, you stay still. That stillness is power. There's a story about a young executive who struggled with authority in meetings. Smart, prepared, capable. But whenever someone senior questioned him, his posture would shift. His shoulders would drop slightly. His voice would speed up. He would add more explanation than necessary. Afterward, he would replay the conversation repeatedly. What did they think? Did I sound confident? Should I have said it differently? His competence wasn't the issue. His dependency on approval was. Once he started noticing that pattern, he trained something simple. Finish speaking. Pause. Do not fill silence. Do not justify unless directly asked. The first few times felt uncomfortable. Silence stretched. Eyes stared. His heart rate rose. But nothing catastrophic happened. No one attacked him. No one dismissed him. In fact, something unexpected happened. People leaned in more. Because when you don't rush to defend yourself, you signal certainty. Approval-seeking behaviors are subtle. Over-apologizing, laughing to ease tension, over-smiling, explaining your boundaries softly, downplaying your achievements, saying sorry when you mean thank you. Each one chips away at your internal authority, and authority starts within. If you don't believe you're allowed to take up space without permission, you will always feel slightly unstable. Dangerous confidence is rooted in self-permission, the permission to speak without pre-approval, the permission to disagree without guilt, the permission to exist without shrinking. This doesn't mean becoming cold or dismissive. It means separating kindness from dependency. You can be respectful without being submissive. You can be warm without being needy. You can be open without seeking validation. Here's a powerful shift. Instead of asking, do they like what I'm saying? Ask, is what I'm saying true to me? One question anchors you externally. The other anchors you internally. Confidence anchored externally fluctuates. Confidence anchored internally stabilizes. Try this exercise for the next 48 hours. Notice every time you add unnecessary qualifiers, apologize without reason, seek reassurance, soften your opinion to avoid tension. Don't judge it, just notice it. Awareness is the first cut. Then begin removing one behavior at a time. Start with unnecessary apologies. Instead of, sorry I'm late, say, thank you for waiting. Instead of, sorry if this sounds weird. Say, here's my perspective. Feel the difference. One position shrinks, the other stands. Another powerful drill. In your next conversation, hold eye contact 1 second longer than usual after finishing a sentence. Not aggressively, not intensely, just steady. That extra second forces your nervous system to stay grounded instead of escaping into approval seeking. You'll feel discomfort. That discomfort is growth, because the root of approval addiction is fear. Fear of being disliked, fear of being judged, fear of losing connection. But connection built on self-suppression is fragile. and fragile confidence collapses under pressure. Dangerous confidence accepts a simple reality. Not everyone will agree with you. Not everyone will like you. Not everyone will approve. And that's fine, because your identity is not up for negotiation. The moment you stop trying to manage other people's perceptions, you reclaim enormous mental energy. Energy that can be redirected into clarity, into calmness, into presence. The less you seek approval, the more respect you receive. Not because you demand it, but because stability attracts trust. People trust those who don't wobble, and wobbling begins with needing. Kill the need, not your kindness, not your empathy, not your social awareness, just the dependency. Approval is pleasant, but it is optional. Authority is internal, and internal authority is the first pillar of dangerous confidence. Chapter 2. Own your body before you speak. Before you say a single word, your body has already introduced you. Posture speaks, movement speaks, eye contact speaks, breathing speaks. And people decide how seriously to take you before your first sentence is finished. Confidence is not just mental, it is physiological. When your nervous system feels unstable, your body leaks it. Shoulders round forward, chin lowers slightly. Movements become quick and unnecessary. Hands fidget. Breathing becomes shallow. You may think you're hiding it. You're not. The body always reveals the internal state. Dangerous confidence begins with physical ownership. Ownership of space, ownership of stillness, ownership of movement. Think about someone who walks into a room and doesn't rush. No frantic scanning, no nervous smile, no immediate small talk to ease tension. They enter, they stand, they look, not aggressively, just grounded. That grounded presence changes the room because the human brain reads body language faster than words. We are wired to assess safety and status through posture and movement. Fast movements signal anxiety. Collapsed posture signals uncertainty. Excessive gestures signal emotional overflow. Slow movements signal control. Upright posture signals stability. Stillness signals authority. And stillness is rare. Watch yourself the next time you're slightly uncomfortable. Do your hands move more? Do you shift your weight? Do you adjust your clothing unnecessarily? Do you touch your face? These are micro escapes. Your body trying to discharge tension. But when you control the body, you control perception. There's a simple rule. Move slower than your emotions. If your heart rate rises, slow your movements. If tension builds, reduce gestures. If you feel watched, stand still. Stillness under observation is powerful. It signals, I'm not threatened. And the nervous system follows the body. Here's something important. Confidence is not created by feeling confident. It is created by behaving confidently until the nervous system recalibrates. Your body posture directly affects hormonal balance. When you stand upright, chest open, shoulders back, chin level, you send a signal to your brain. I'm safe, I'm stable. When you collapse inward, you send the opposite message. Your brain doesn't just influence your body influences your brain. This is why owning your physical presence is non-negotiable. Let's make this practical. First, posture. Stand with your feet grounded, weight evenly distributed, shoulders relaxed but back. Chest open, not puffed. Chin level, not raised, not lowered. The goal is neutral strength, not arrogance, not stiffness, just structure. Second, eye contact. Avoid darting eyes. Avoid scanning the room mid-sentence. When someone speaks to you, hold steady eye contact while listening. When you respond, maintain it long enough to anchor your point. Then look away naturally. Breaking eye contact first, repeatedly, signals submission. Holding it calmly signals certainty. Third, movement. Eliminate unnecessary motion. No pacing while speaking unless intentional. No repetitive hand-wringing. No adjusting sleeves repeatedly. No tapping feet. Every unnecessary movement drains authority. Slow gestures, deliberate steps, minimal fidgeting. You are not trying to perform. You are trying to stabilize. Fourth, breathing. Most people breathe high in their chest when nervous. Short, shallow breaths. That tells your brain there's danger. Shift to diaphragmatic breathing. Slow inhale through the nose. Longer exhale through the mouth. Long exhale activates calm. Before entering any high-pressure situation, take one slow breath. Inhale 4 seconds. Exhale 6. That 6-second exhale lowers tension. Now let's talk about space. Owning your body also means owning physical space. Do not fold inward. Avoid crossing arms tightly. Avoid shrinking your legs inward while seated. Avoid leaning away when someone approaches. Open posture communicates confidence. Leaning slightly forward when speaking shows engagement. Leaning back slowly while listening shows comfort. Subtle adjustments. Massive impact. There was a trial attorney who once shared a simple practice. Before speaking in court, he would plant both feet firmly. He would pause. He would breathe once, then begin speaking slower than he felt comfortable. He said something interesting. When I control my body, my mind follows. He wasn't trying to look confident. He was trying to prevent physical leakage of nervous energy. That's the key. Confidence leaks physically before it collapses mentally. Fix the leak. Your body should not chase comfort. It should project stability. This does not mean becoming rigid. Rigidity is fear disguised as control. Instead, aim for relaxed strength, loose shoulders, calm face, soft jaw, steady stance. If you filmed yourself entering a room, would you look stable? Or would you look like you're asking permission to be there? That question matters, because before people decide if they respect your ideas, they decide if they respect your presence. Presence begins in the body, and dangerous confidence is visible. It does not hide in posture. It does not tremble in movement. It does not rush to shrink. It stands. Practice this today. Walk into your next room more slowly. Sit down without adjusting yourself repeatedly. Speak without moving your hands excessively. Hold still after finishing a sentence. The discomfort you feel is your nervous system adapting. Stay with it. Because when your body becomes steady, your mind becomes harder to shake. And when your body and mind align, confidence stops being an act. It becomes your default. In the next chapter, we move to something even more powerful, your voice. Because even with perfect posture, a rushed tone can destroy authority. Let's build vocal control next. Chapter 3. Slow down your voice. Your voice reveals your internal state faster than your words do. Before people analyze your argument, they analyze your tone. Before they process your logic, they feel your pace. A rushed voice signals tension. A shaky tone signals doubt. Excessive variation signals emotional instability. And none of these require you to say anything weak. You can speak intelligent words with an unstable voice and still lose authority. Dangerous confidence is audible. It sounds controlled, measured, unhurried. Speed is often a symptom of anxiety. When pressure rises, the nervous system wants to escape. Speech becomes faster. Sentences become longer. Breathing becomes shorter. The result? You don't sound confident. You sound like you're trying to get through it. Slowing down your voice does something powerful. It forces your nervous system to regulate, because you cannot speak slowly and panic at the same time. Try this experiment. Say a sentence quickly. I think this is the best direction, and here's why. Now say it 20% slower. Pause slightly after direction. Finish calmly. Feel the difference. The slower version carries weight. The faster version carries urgency. Urgency is not authority. Pace communicates status. High-status communicators do not rush. They assume attention. They allow silence. They finish sentences fully. There is something deeply powerful about a pause. Most people fear silence. Silence feels like exposure, but silence is control. When you finish a sentence and pause instead of filling space, you create tension. That tension draws focus. It says, "I'm comfortable here." Let's break this down practically. First, reduce speed by 15 to 20%. Not dramatically, not robotic. Just slightly slower than feels natural. If it feels almost too slow to you, it likely sounds perfect to others. Second, eliminate filler words. Like, you know? Basically, fillers are anxiety leaks. They signal uncertainty. Record yourself speaking for 2 minutes on any topic. Count the fillers. Then repeat, consciously removing them. Clarity increases immediately. Third, lower your pitch slightly at the end of sentences. Rising pitch at the end of statements makes them sound like questions. "I think this is the right move." That tone seeks confirmation. A steady or slightly downward pitch signals conviction. "I think this is the right move." Same words, different authority. Fourth, breathe before speaking. Many people begin speaking on an inhale. That creates tightness. Instead, inhale. Exhale slightly. Then speak. Speaking on the exhale stabilizes tone. Now let's talk about emotional triggers. When someone interrupts you, questions you sharply, or disagrees strongly, notice what happens to your voice. Does it rise? Does it speed up? Does it become defensive? That's the moment that matters most. Anyone can sound confident when comfortable. Dangerous confidence is tested under pressure. If challenged, slow down more, not less. Answer in fewer words, not more. Calm tone. Direct sentence. Stop talking. There's an executive communication coach who trains leaders using one core rule: short sentences, slow delivery, full stops. Under stress, simplify. Instead of defending with 5 explanations, say, "That's a fair question." Pause. "Here's my reasoning." Answer once. Stop. No extra justification. Silence after a response is powerful. It forces others to process. It signals that you're not scrambling. Another important element: volume. Confidence is not about being louder. In fact, slightly lowering your volume often increases attention. When you lower your voice just slightly, people lean in. Leaning in is a sign of engagement. Shouting is insecurity disguised as dominance. Steady volume, measured pace, controlled pauses. That's vocal authority. Let's introduce a simple drill, the 3-second rule. When you are asked a question, wait 3 seconds before answering. Not dramatically, not awkwardly, just a calm pause. This does 2 things. It prevents reactive speech. It signals thoughtfulness. Instant responses often feel defensive. Measured responses feel intentional, and intention is confidence. Here's something deeper. Your voice is directly connected to your identity. If you rush your words, you rush your presence. If you soften every statement, you soften your impact. If you over-explain with tone alone, people sense uncertainty. Train your voice and you train perception. Train perception and you influence outcomes. Practice this today. Choose one conversation and consciously slow your speech. Add one intentional pause. Lower your pitch slightly at sentence endings. Remove fillers. Afterward, observe the difference. Did people interrupt less? Did they listen more? Did you feel more stable? You will, because control of voice is control of nervous energy, and control of nervous energy is the foundation of dangerous confidence. In the next chapter, we eliminate one of the biggest leaks of authority: over-explaining. Let's remove it. Chapter 4. Stop over-explaining. Over-explaining is insecurity trying to survive. It doesn't look dramatic. It doesn't feel obvious. But it quietly destroys authority. You make a point, then you add another sentence to support it. Then another. Then an example. Then a clarification. Then a softener. By the end, your original statement has lost its weight. Not because it was wrong, because you didn't trust it to stand alone. Over-explaining is not about communication, it's about fear. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being judged. Fear of being seen as wrong. Fear of someone disagreeing and you not being ready. So you keep talking. You fill silence. You layer protection. You defend before anyone attacks. And every extra sentence signals one thing. I'm not sure this is enough. Dangerous confidence speaks once. Not harshly, not arrogantly, just clearly. And then it allows space. Silence after a statement feels uncomfortable for many people. That discomfort reveals something important. If silence makes you anxious, it means you depend on immediate feedback to feel secure. You say something, no one reacts instantly. You rush to add more. Why? Because your nervous system interprets stillness as threat. But silence is not threat. Silence is processing. Silence is power. Silence forces others to engage. Think about negotiations. The person who talks more usually loses leverage. The person who states their position and stops forces the other side to move. Over-explaining gives away leverage. It signals that you are negotiating with your own certainty. There's a difference between clarity and justification. Clarity is structured and intentional. Justification is emotional and reactive. Clarity sounds like, "This is the direction I recommend." Justification sounds like, "I think this might be the direction, and the reason is because, and I know there are other ways." But same idea, different authority. Over-explaining often starts in childhood, when your decisions were questioned repeatedly, when you were asked to defend yourself constantly, when approval depended on explanation. So you learned, if I explain enough, I'll be safe. But in adult environments, explaining excessively reduces perceived strength. People interpret brevity as confidence. They interpret rambling as insecurity. This doesn't mean becoming cold or dismissive. It means separating fear from communication. Let's break down common over-explaining patterns. Pattern 1. Pre-defensive framing. I know this might sound crazy. This might be wrong, but you probably won't agree, but these phrases weaken your statement before it begins. You are lowering your own authority. Remove them. Start directly. Pattern 2. Justifying boundaries. I can't stay late tonight because I have to wake up early and I didn't sleep well, and instead, I won't be able to stay late tonight. Full stop. You do not need to justify self-respect. Pattern 3. Filling disagreement. Someone says, "I'm not sure I agree." Instead of responding calmly, you launch into a 5-minute defense. Why? Because disagreement triggers insecurity. But disagreement is neutral. It does not reduce your value. It simply reflects perspective. A dangerous response sounds like, "I understand." Pause. "Here's why I see it differently." Short, clear, done. No escalation, no emotional surge. Pattern 4. Repeating the same point in different words. This often happens when someone doesn't react the way you expected. You interpret lack of reaction as lack of understanding. So you rephrase, then rephrase again. Stop. If they don't ask for clarification, don't offer it. Confidence assumes comprehension unless questioned. Now let's address something deeper. Over-explaining is often tied to identity fragility. If your identity feels threatened by disagreement, you will try to defend yourself excessively. But if your identity is stable, you don't feel attacked by a different opinion. Stability reduces the need to defend. Defense is expensive. It It consumes energy, it consumes attention, it consumes credibility. There's a powerful communication principle. The more words you use to protect a position, the weaker that position appears. Precision carries weight. Length often signals insecurity. Let's make this practical. The one-sentence rule. When expressing an opinion, limit yourself to one clear sentence. Example: I believe we should delay the launch by 2 weeks to improve quality. Stop. If someone asks why, then explain. Do not preemptively justify. Another drill: end statements with stillness. Speak, pause, relax your face, maintain calm eye contact. Do not smile nervously. Do not add filler. Let your words stand alone. You'll feel tension in your chest at first. That tension is withdrawal from approval addiction. Stay with it. Over time, your nervous system recalibrates. Here's a scenario. You're in a meeting. You make a proposal. Someone challenges it sharply. Instead of responding with a long defense, you say, "That's a fair concern." Pause. Here's the data supporting my recommendation. Deliver the data briefly. Stop. If they continue, respond once more. Never escalate into emotional over-explaining. Calm repetition is stronger than emotional expansion. There is power in restraint. People with dangerous confidence are economical with words, not because they know less, because they don't feel the need to convince emotionally. Convincing is different from clarifying. Convincing tries to change minds through force. Clarifying presents truth and allows others to choose. Dangerous confidence clarifies. It does not chase agreement. Let's go deeper into internal dialogue. Ask yourself, when I over-explain, what am I afraid of? Being wrong, looking foolish, losing status, being disliked. Identify the fear. Then ask, if that fear happened, would I survive it? Yes. Discomfort is survivable. Silence is survivable. Disagreement is survivable. Rejection is survivable. Your nervous system overestimates social danger. Over-explaining is its defense mechanism. Remove the defense. Strengthen the core. Practice today. Have one conversation where you deliberately say less. Make your point once. Resist the urge to add more. Let silence exist. Observe how people respond. You'll notice something subtle. They lean in. They ask more questions. They treat your words as heavier because weight comes from certainty, and certainty does not ramble. It stands. In the next chapter, we'll address the real test. What happens when pressure rises and emotions spike? Because calm under challenge is where dangerous confidence is truly revealed. Chapter 5. Stay calm. When challenged, confidence is easy when no one pushes back. The real test begins the moment tension enters the room. A sharp question, a public disagreement, a skeptical tone, an interruption. That's where unstable confidence cracks. Your body tightens. Your voice shifts. Your breathing shortens. Your thoughts speed up. You don't lose confidence because you're incapable. You lose it because your nervous system interprets challenge as threat, and threat triggers reaction. Dangerous confidence is not the absence of challenge. It is emotional regulation under challenge. When someone questions you, two things happen instantly. Your ego feels exposed. Your body prepares to defend. If you don't control that second reaction, your first instinct will control you. Raised voice, long defensive explanation, sarcasm, tension in your face, all subtle signals of instability. Calm is dominance, not loudness, not aggression, calm. Imagine two people in a disagreement. One speaks quickly, trying to defend every detail. The other listens fully, breathes, then responds in short, steady sentences. Who feels stronger? Strength is measured in regulation. There's a simple framework for this moment. The calm method. Center, acknowledge, limit, move on. First, Center. When challenged, do not respond immediately. Take one breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Relax your jaw. Slowing your body prevents escalation. Second, acknowledge. You don't need to agree, but you can recognize the other person's point. That's a fair question. I see why you'd think that. I understand the concern. Acknowledgement lowers tension without lowering your authority. Third, limit. Answer clearly and briefly. Not emotionally, not excessively. Stick to one or two structured points. Do not spiral into justification. Fourth, move on. After answering, stop. Do not keep defending. Do not reopen the topic unless necessary. Silence signals closure. Most people fail at step 4. They answer and then keep going because they want reassurance. But reassurance is not the goal. Stability is. Let's look at a real scenario. You present an idea. Someone says, "I don't think that will work." Immediate internal reaction. They doubt me. I need to prove myself. Instead of defending emotionally, try this. Pause. I appreciate that perspective. Pause. Here's why I believe it's worth testing. Short explanation. Stop. If they disagree again, that's fair. We can evaluate results after implementation. End. You didn't escalate. You didn't collapse. You didn't chase approval. You remained steady. That steadiness is intimidating in the best way because it signals emotional independence. Now let's talk about emotional triggers. Everyone has them. Tone of voice, authority figures, public criticism, unexpected confrontation. Your job is not to eliminate triggers. Your job is to regulate through them. Awareness is key. Notice where your body reacts first. Does your chest tighten? Does your throat close? Do your hands tense? Those are early warning signals. When you detect them, slow down. Lower your voice instead of raising it. Reduce words instead of increasing them. Calm body to calm, voice to calm, perception. There's something powerful about responding softly to aggression. It forces the other person to adjust. If someone raises their voice and you stay steady, they either calm down or expose themselves. Either way, you win by staying regulated. Another principle: you do not need to win every disagreement. Needing to win signals insecurity. Sometimes the strongest move is neutrality. That's one way to look at it, so no defense, no argument. Detachment in disagreement is strength. Confidence is not about overpowering. It's about remaining internally unshaken. There's a psychological truth here. When someone challenges you harshly, they often expect emotional reaction. Reaction gives them control. Non-reaction removes their leverage. It's difficult to manipulate someone who doesn't react impulsively. That's dangerous confidence. It cannot be pulled into chaos. Let's talk about facial control. Micro-expressions reveal instability. Eye rolling, forced smiles, raised eyebrows, tight lips. Practice neutral expression during tension. Not cold, not blank, just relaxed. Your face should not betray emotional spikes. Now let's introduce a drill. The interruption drill. Have a friend interrupt you intentionally while speaking. When interrupted, stop. Look at them calmly. Finish your sentence slowly. Not aggressively, just steadily. This trains composure under disruption. Another drill. When criticized, respond with one sentence only. No explanation beyond that sentence. Train brevity under pressure. You'll notice something interesting. When you don't overreact, people respect you more. Not because you dominate, because you don't wobble. Confidence is measured in micro moments. How you handle interruption, how you handle disagreement, how you handle being wrong. Let's talk about being wrong. If someone proves you wrong publicly, say, "You're right, I missed that." Then stop. no justification, no ego defense. Owning mistakes calmly builds more authority than defending weakly. Arrogance defends, confidence adjusts. Dangerous confidence does not crumble when imperfect. It absorbs correction without emotional collapse, and that makes it resilient. Resilience is power. By now you're seeing the pattern. Confidence is not volume, not dominance, not constant certainty. It's regulation. Regulate your breathing, regulate your tone, regulate your reaction, and you regulate perception. In the next chapter, we remove one of the biggest hidden weaknesses: attachment to outcomes. Because needing a specific result creates invisible pressure, and invisible pressure destroys presence. Let's build detachment next. Chapter 6. Detach from the outcome. Attachment creates pressure. Pressure creates tension. Tension leaks through your body, your voice, and your decisions. You can have perfect posture. You can speak slowly. You can stay calm under challenge. But if you need a specific outcome to feel secure, your confidence will always be fragile. Neediness is invisible to you, but it is visible to everyone else. When you need approval, it shows. When you need agreement, it shows. When you need success, it shows. When you need someone to say yes, it shows. Attachment tightens you. Your tone becomes slightly urgent. Your eyes search for reaction. Your breathing shortens. Your words try harder, and trying harder reduces authority. Dangerous confidence is detached, not indifferent, not careless, detached. There is a difference. Indifference says, I don't care. Detachment says, I care, but I don't need. That difference is everything. Imagine walking into a negotiation, needing the deal to close. Your energy shifts immediately. You become slightly more flexible than necessary. You explain more than required. You tolerate behavior you normally wouldn't. You signal subtly, this matters too much. Now imagine walking into that same negotiation knowing you can walk away. Your tone changes, your posture changes, your pacing changes. You ask questions instead of pleading. You listen instead of convincing. You remain steady because your identity is not tied to the outcome. Attachment makes you reactive. Detachment makes you powerful. Here's the hard truth. The more you need something to go your way, the less control you have. Because needing creates fear. Fear of loss. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, and fear distorts behavior. You speak faster, you defend more, you overcommit, you compromise your standards. Detachment removes distortion. It allows clarity. Let's break down common outcome attachments. Attachment to being liked. You soften boundaries. You avoid necessary conflict. You tolerate disrespect. Attachment to being right. You argue longer than necessary. You escalate tension. You damage relationships to protect ego. Attachment to success. You panic when things don't go perfectly. You overwork to exhaustion. You interpret setbacks as identity threats. Attachment to a specific response. You expect a certain reaction. When it doesn't happen, you wobble. All of these create instability. Dangerous confidence is internally anchored. It says, I will show up fully, I will execute well, and whatever happens, I remain steady. Detachment is not apathy. It is emotional discipline. There's a powerful mental shift that builds this. Instead of focusing on results, focus on execution. You cannot control outcomes fully. You can control preparation. You can control effort. You can control composure. You can control clarity. When your focus shifts from outcome to execution, pressure decreases. Because execution is within your control. Outcome is not. Consider public speaking. If your goal is, they must be impressed, you become tense. If your goal is, I will deliver clearly and calmly, you stabilize. Results follow stability more often than desperation. Another example. You're waiting for someone to text back. Attachment sounds like, "Why haven't they replied? Did I say something wrong? Maybe I should send another message." Detachment sounds like, "I sent it clearly. The rest is not mine." Peace returns immediately. The problem is not the delayed reply. The problem is attachment to a specific reaction. Attachment creates mental noise. Detachment creates mental silence, and mental silence strengthens presence. There's a discipline practice you can begin today. The walk-away mindset. Before entering any important situation, say internally, "If this doesn't go my way, I'll still be fine." Repeat it, not as arrogance, as grounding. You are not negotiating your worth with outcomes. You're expressing your value through action. Another drill. After finishing a conversation, do not replay it. No analysis, no mental review. Replay is attachment disguised as reflection. Unless you're extracting a clear lesson, let it go. Releasing mental loops builds emotional strength. Here's something deeper. Attachment often hides fear of identity collapse. If this fails, what does that say about me? Dangerous confidence separates event from identity. A failed deal does not mean you are a failure. A disagreement does not mean you are incompetent. Rejection does not mean you are unworthy. When identity detaches from outcome, confidence stabilizes. This doesn't mean you don't care about winning. It means you don't collapse if you don't, and that is rare. Rare energy stands out. People sense it. You can see it in entrepreneurs who pitch without desperation, in leaders who make decisions without panic, in athletes who miss a shot and reset instantly. Resetting quickly is detachment in action. They don't spiral, they adjust. That's power. Let's address fear directly. Ask yourself, what outcome am I afraid of losing? Approval, money, status, control, connection. Now ask, if I lost it, would I survive? Yes. Discomfort is survivable. Embarrassment is survivable. Failure is survivable. Your nervous system exaggerates the threat. Detachment corrects it. One more principle. Attachment creates chasing behavior. Chasing reduces value perception. When you chase validation, people feel it. When you chase agreement, people feel it. When you chase attention, people feel it. Detachment attracts. Because steadiness is magnetic. There's a calm energy in someone who can walk away. It signals, I am not here from lack. And lack repels. Abundance stabilizes. Dangerous confidence comes from internal abundance. Abundance of self-trust, abundance of self-respect, abundance of emotional regulation. You do not cling when you feel internally full. So how do you build detachment daily? Practice micro-detachments. Send the email and stop checking. State your opinion and stop defending. Set your boundary and stop explaining. Make your decision and stop seeking approval. Each time you resist the urge to chase outcome, you strengthen identity. You prove to yourself, I remain steady regardless. And that repetition builds dangerous confidence. In the next chapter, we go even deeper. Because detachment without standards can become passivity. True confidence requires internal standards that do not bend under pressure. Let's build that next. Chapter 7. Raise your internal standards. Confidence built on mood is unstable. Confidence built on praise is fragile. Confidence built on appearance is temporary. But confidence built on standards, that becomes durable. Internal standards determine how you act when no one is watching. They determine how you speak when you're tired, how you respond when you're irritated, how you decide when it's inconvenient. If your behavior changes depending on who is present, your confidence will always fluctuate. Dangerous confidence is predictable, not boring, not rigid, predictable in integrity. You know what you stand for. You know what you tolerate. You know what you refuse. and you don't renegotiate those standards under pressure. Low standards create quiet self-doubt. When you break small promises to yourself, something subtle happens. Your self-trust weakens. You say you'll wake up early. You don't. You say you'll finish the task. You delay it. You say you'll hold a boundary. You bend it. Each time, you teach yourself, my words don't carry weight. And if your own words don't carry weight internally, they won't carry weight externally. Confidence is directly tied to self-trust. Self-trust is built through kept commitments, not grand gestures, small ones. There's a simple truth. If you don't respect yourself privately, you cannot project strength publicly. People sense inconsistency. When someone speaks strongly but lives loosely, their authority feels thin. Internal standards fix that. Let's define what internal standards actually are. They are non-negotiable rules you set for yourself. Not to impress others, not to signal virtue, but to maintain internal order. For example, I don't speak negatively about people behind their backs. I finish what I start. I don't tolerate disrespect. I respond. I don't react. I show up on time. Each one strengthens identity, because identity is not what you say you are, it is what you consistently do. If your standards change when pressure rises, your confidence collapses under stress. Imagine someone who claims to be calm, but loses control when criticized. That gap destroys authority. Alignment builds power. Alignment between values and behavior. Here's something important. Raising standards does not mean becoming harsh. It means becoming disciplined. Discipline is self-respect in action. When you hold yourself to a higher standard than the environment requires, you build silent strength. For example, you could gossip, but you choose not to. You could react emotionally, but you pause. You could cut corners, but you complete the task fully. Each decision strengthens your internal spine, and spine creates posture, not just physically, but psychologically. Now let's talk about boundaries. Standards without boundaries are meaningless. If someone crosses your line and you do nothing, your nervous system registers weakness, and weakness creates internal instability. Setting a boundary calmly builds confidence instantly, not aggressively. Calmly. I'm not okay with that. That doesn't work for me. I won't be able to do that. No explanation marathon, no apology. Clear, direct, done. The first time you hold a boundary without over-explaining, you will feel discomfort. That discomfort is growth, because you are replacing approval seeking with self-respect. There's a powerful internal question. If no one applauded me, would I still choose this behavior? If the answer is yes, you're acting from standard. If the answer is no, you're acting from image. Image-based confidence is fragile. Standard-based confidence is stable. Another critical piece, consistency. Inconsistent behavior creates internal friction. You say you value discipline, but you procrastinate daily. You say you value health, but you ignore your body. That internal contradiction creates doubt, and doubt leaks through posture, tone, and presence. Raising standards eliminates contradiction. It simplifies identity. You become someone who keeps promises, handles pressure calmly, speaks clearly, lives aligned, and alignment removes insecurity. Because insecurity often comes from knowing you're not living up to your own expectations. Let's introduce a practical drill. The one rule, upgrade. Choose one area of your life and raise the standard slightly. Not dramatically, slightly. If you wake up at 8, wake up at 7:45. If you avoid hard conversations, initiate one this week. If you over-explain, commit to brevity in one meeting. Small upgrades compound. Each time you follow through, you build evidence. Evidence builds identity. Identity builds confidence. There's something powerful about becoming the most disciplined person in the room. silently, not announcing it, not performing it, just embodying it. When you respect yourself deeply, you stop chasing external validation, because you already meet your own standard. And when you meet your own standard, you walk differently, you speak differently, you decide differently. Now let's address fear of being disliked when raising standards. When you stop tolerating certain behavior, some people will react. That's normal. Growth disrupts dynamics. But here's the truth. The people who benefit from your lack of boundaries will resist your standards. That does not mean you lower them. It means you stand. Dangerous confidence requires courage. Not loud courage, quiet courage. The courage to say no, the courage to leave, the courage to disagree, the courage to stay calm when misunderstood. Each act of courage reinforces identity, and identity is the foundation of confidence. There's a final piece here. Standards must apply to you first. It's easy to demand respect, harder to behave respectfully. It's easy to expect discipline, harder to practice it daily. Lead yourself first. If you cannot lead yourself, you cannot lead perception. Confidence is not a trick. It is an outcome of disciplined living, and disciplined living builds an unshakable core. In the final chapter, we bring everything together, because confidence is not built once. It is trained daily. Let's turn this into a system. Chapter 8. Train confidence. Daily. Confidence is not a switch. It is conditioning. You don't wake up one morning dangerously confident. You train your nervous system to remain steady under pressure through repetition. Repetition builds familiarity. Familiarity reduces fear. Reduced fear increases control. Control creates confidence. Many people wait to feel ready. They think confidence appears before action. It doesn't. Action builds it. Every time you avoid discomfort, you reinforce fear. Every time you move toward discomfort calmly, you reinforce strength. Dangerous confidence is trained exposure, not reckless exposure. Structured exposure. Let's break this down into a daily system. First, daily discomfort practice. Confidence grows at the edge of comfort, so you must deliberately touch the edge every day, not dramatically, not theatrically. Small, controlled discomfort. Examples. Speak up once in a meeting. Maintain eye contact slightly longer. State an opinion without softening it. Initiate a difficult conversation. Say no without over-explaining. Each action teaches your nervous system. This is survivable. Fear shrinks with exposure. Second, controlled stillness. Most insecurity shows up as unnecessary movement, so practice stillness intentionally. Stand in front of a mirror. Deliver a 60-second statement without fidgeting. Hands relaxed, shoulders steady, voice controlled. Film yourself. Watch objectively. Not to criticize. To refine. Remove micro-movements. Remove filler words. Slow your pace. Refinement builds mastery. Mastery builds confidence. Third, voice conditioning. Read one paragraph out loud daily. Focus on lower pitch, slower pace, clear articulation, intentional pauses. Do this consistently for 30 days. Your vocal presence will change, and when your voice stabilizes, your mind stabilizes. Fourth, emotional regulation training. Simulate pressure. Have someone challenge your opinion intentionally. Practice responding with pause, acknowledge, short answer, stop. Train this response pattern, because under real stress, you won't rise to the occasion. You'll fall to your training. If your training is reaction, you'll react. If your training is regulation, you'll regulate. Fifth, micro-detachment. Each day, release something small. Send a message and don't reread it. Post content without checking engagement repeatedly. Make a decision and stop seeking reassurance. Detachment strengthens emotional independence. Emotional independence strengthens presence. Now let's address consistency. Training confidence daily matters more than intensity. You don't need dramatic transformation, you need repetition. Small daily wins compound. Here's what happens over time. Week 1. You feel discomfort. Week 2. You feel slightly more stable. Week 3. Others begin noticing subtle shifts. Week 4. Your baseline changes. Confidence becomes less effortful because your nervous system recalibrates. You're no longer surprised by tension. You've practiced it. There's a principle in performance psychology: stress inoculation. Repeated exposure to mild stress increases tolerance to higher stress. Confidence works the same way. If you never practice discomfort, high-pressure moments overwhelm you. If you train small discomfort daily, high-pressure moments feel familiar. Familiarity reduces panic. Panic reduction increases clarity. Clarity increases authority. Now let's integrate everything. Dangerous confidence is built on internal authority, physical ownership, vocal control, brevity, calm under challenge, detachment from outcomes, high internal standards, daily training. Miss one consistently, and instability appears. Practice all, and something powerful happens. Your presence changes. You walk into rooms differently. You don't rush to speak. You don't rush to defend. You don't rush to impress. You become deliberate. Deliberate people feel powerful because they are not reactive. Reaction is weakness. Response is strength. Now, understand this clearly. You will still feel fear. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is controlled behavior despite it. The goal is not to eliminate anxiety. The goal is to prevent anxiety from controlling behavior. Behavior shapes identity. Identity shapes confidence. Let's introduce a final 30-day protocol. For the next 30 days, every day, one discomfort action. Every day, one controlled stillness drill. Every day, one slow, intentional vocal exercise. Every day, one micro-detachment. No exceptions. At the end of 30 days, your baseline will shift.